attached to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
We are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Phillip Lindsay on the
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 30 on second down, Wilson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
36 power.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Johnson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
On the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you. Hey, 0-0-0.
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Lindsey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Flushed out right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cardinals 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Come on. Block 54. Block 54. Dude. Check it back. Check it. Switch gears.
They run with Edmonds. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
At the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Wilson will throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The first carry for Josh Adams. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Chase Edmonds.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
On the play. And it's third down.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
57's a month. 57's a month.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 20! He'll find Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cardinals 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for first and 10. A carry for Adams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Adams. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Josh Adams,
it was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Reed on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Adams, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, this is Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Adams. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
now Adams.
On the Seahawks.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
Josh Adams.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
7-yard line.
They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Adams. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Josh Adams, the ball.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Screen pass to Lindsey. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first.
To DK Metcalf. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the draw, Lindsey, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Wilson to Metcalf that time, first down, Seattle. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Play action. Now Wilson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Philip Lindsay with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 21. Cardinals 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
Again, here's Adams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 57. Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. 12.
To throw again. Wilson. He'll find Lindsey here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Fourth down.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
57, Mike, 57.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Phillip Lindsay, 53 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Once more, Adams on first down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Complete.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Adams, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. On the handoff, Adams here, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Cardinals cut into that lead. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Score Seahawks 28, Cardinals 20.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He's not going to get me. Shoot!
They'll go again with Lindsey. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 99. Kill. Alert. Check 52.
Lindsey on the toss left. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Lindsey, 63 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
3rd down.
Back to throw again. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Benson Mayowa gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Wilson wants to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's to 2nd and goal.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Lindsay. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete.
Today's final score is...
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.